how you can know if you're the other team. There's literally one player on that entire offense that you have to account for. It's Russell Wilson, and they can't do it. So at some point, we have to stop saying it's all luck, and there is a little bit of magic in that guy, but the rest of the team didn't seem to get the magic, the luck.
I don't want to hear nothing, no excuses. We bringing it right to these dudes, right down their throat. We about to beat the brakes off of them, whether they got Richard Sherman or not, whether they got who else hurt? Kam Chancellor, whether he out there or not, we gonna beat him. That's what we gonna do.
Are you listening? Damn.
Ronbo Sports here, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide. And of course, I invite you to join us. Go to the9erempire.com for further details and information. And I tell you right now, it's getting ready to be a party. Fam, I never take it for granted, fam. Thank you for allowing me to come in and talk more 49ers football. Here we are, the second and final game of the season series with the Seattle Seahawks. Could be the most important game of the season for most of us. Actually, I bet you it's the most important game for all of us. And why? Because we bear the scars of being beaten by this team for 5 straight years. 2013, we beat them once out of 2 times. I'm counting that year because that's when it started. 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, we've lost to the Hawks once already. We have to beat them, or indeed it's 5 straight years as far as I'm concerned. The good news is this: we have a legit shot to beat the Hawks this Sunday. Granted, the Hawks, we waited until they got old and riddled with injury. Hey, look. The way the cycle works in the NFL is this. You get your talent, you get your coach, you assemble the players around your quarterback, and the window opens up as you get into the playoffs. You now get your team into the Super Bowl. From there, it's all up to you as to how much you accomplish. The Hawks got in twice. They won 1 out of 2. But now you know what time it is. Fam, it's time for you and me to do the John Cena. Next time you see a Hawks fan, break out in song. Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. Woo! Yes, indeed. Here we come. And the reason I say that, when's the last time a team beat the Hawks twice in a row at the clink? They're dead meat. It's all over. And experts are saying the 49ers may have a chance to win more games this season. The Hawks are on that list. In fact, we're supposed to win maybe 3 or 4 more games this season. You know what we got to be careful of? You don't want to run the board between now and there. And I just say that because, wait, let me take that back. You know why? Because I am not reneging on what I said last week. I'm not waffling back and forth. I want to win every game for the rest of the season. I do like the position in the draft we're in right now. I must admit it is true. But if we win every game between now and the end of the season, you know what it means? It means now that free agents out there looking for a place to go, they may choose San Francisco because we see we are on the right track. Our players no longer have that loser mentality. They know what it means to win. They will know how to win. This is a young team. The more games they win, the better it is for the organization. I also got faith in John Lynch and his crew. No matter what, bringing back blue chip players out of the draft. I see it coming. You see what they did this last season? They're just getting started. They got all the season this year to make their choices and study it up good. See, we ain't got nothing to worry about, all right? So that's why I'm saying right now. Although it would be funny, though, because have you seen the schedule? Have you seen the standings? There's teams out there that are playing really bad football. There's going to be some really bad teams that get into the playoffs this year. Can you see it's at 7-9 getting to the playoffs? Oh, whoa. Let us not get too far ahead of ourselves. In fact, I want to talk to you right now about what you think is going to happen this Sunday as the 49ers burn heads with the Seahawks. Listen, Niner fan, by the way, if you'll notice the jubilation above normal in this video, if you just got through watching the game, or if you just saw the game, or if you know what happened to the Hawks, you'll know that there's reason to celebrate. The Hawks just went down, crashed and burned, and they're getting ready to... Alex!
It's a consolation prize, right? if we can't win, we at least got to see them lose. That's the way it works with a rival.
Hey, but you know what, Alex? Mad props to Russell Wilson. I have to give him credit. Wilson tried to carry that team on his back, and I told Hawks fans years ago when they were trying to tell me, well, our team is made up. I mean, we got Marshawn Lynch, we got beast mode, we got a great run game. You know our defense, as you 49er fans know, our defense is actually state of the art. We are the standard. I'm sitting there. You know what? You guys, your day is coming. I said that years ago, right? But here we are. The day has came. They've gotten a little old, Alex. It's over.
I mean, it really, look, everybody, Niners fans love to say how lucky the Seahawks get. And they do catch a lot of breaks. Let's make no mistake about that. They get a lot of calls. And their fans, of course, think all the calls go against them. But if you've been watching them any time, you know. And just these crazy, but a lot of this is a testament to how Russell Wilson plays. And we do have to give him a little bit of credit because it is definitely not all luck. The guy is bananas. How you can know if you're the other team, there's literally one player on that entire offense that you have to account for. And it's Russell Wilson, and they can't do it. So at some point, we have to stop saying it's all luck, and there is a little bit of magic in that guy. But the rest of the team didn't seem to get the magic, the luck, the rabbit's foot, whatever it was. It wasn't happening tonight. It really hasn't been happening too much this season. So maybe, finally, that luck's running out.
Alex, are they now, and I've been waiting to say this for years, are the Seahawks, with all their injuries and with all that just happened, they're now, what are they, 6-4? Have they become an everyday NFL team, other like the invincible, the invulnerable, mighty Hawks of the great North? Now, go ahead.
No, and look, there's not maybe the Eagles, but aside from the Eagles in the NFC, there isn't a team really, running away with the conference that you're saying, okay, that's a team that I can see in the Super Bowl. But there's plenty of avenues left for the Seahawks to squeak their way back in, which is so annoying. And I definitely don't want to root for the Rams. They're a more historical rival for us.
Yes.
But for recency and all of that, we know we're probably not winning the division, right? I don't think we're going to win it,
I would bet money on that.
Okay, so if we're not going to, somebody has to. Yeah. I'm okay taking a break from the Seahawks for a minute. So the Rams need to win some more games, stop losing winnable games, and put this dang division to bed sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Alex,
because right now the Seahawks are on the outside looking in, right?
Yeah,
the Falcons just leapfrogged them. So
you're right. You know, the Rams cannot, they have to win a couple of more games to secure that. They're right. God, if they were to win the division, but you know what? It'd be 1 and out, and we don't love the Rams either. So, it would be fun to watch them go, because every time they go to the playoffs, it overtaxes them. That's why they're kind of tired and worn out coming into each season, and that's why they lose the first 3 or 4 games of the season. Or actually, they'll be 500 or so. They're beatable. The Hawks are beatable in the first 3 to 4 games every year, right? And that's because they're tired. The 30 and 31.
These guys are starting to get older, and those deep playoff runs. I mean, we saw it with us. Unfortunately, our window didn't stay open as long as this Hawks window is because we had more veteran players already established and closer to that 30 mark. when Jim Harbaugh took over than what the Seahawks did. They had a lot of young players, but now those guys are all starting to creep up, and some of them are ticking over that magical 30 bump, and it's starting to take a toll on them. And to answer your question, I think that they are just a run of the mill. They're an okay team, right? They're not trash.
No, not yet.
But a lot of that's Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, because that offensive line is garbage. Okay, their defense can still get stuff done. They got some problems in the secondary right now with the health, but that front seven is still just about as good as anything that you'll see out there in the NFL. So there's plenty to keep them afloat, but they're not an elite team anymore. Period.
With that being said, did you see the running back that we once made jokes about and got rid of? Where in the world did that Mike Davis come from?
Well, I don't know where he came from, but I will say that I'm not all of a sudden a big Mike Davis believer. They had a couple of those throwback screens that went for big plays, and I think that was, a more of decent play design, and the Falcons falling asleep at the wheel. So I'm not going to give him too much credit yet. When he had some holes, were on designed runs, he was doing some dancing in the hole when maybe he should have been pushing through it. And I'm definitely not a Mike Davis believer yet. So and look, I don't wish injury on anybody. I thought the kid had a chance to be a good back with us, but he showed that he wasn't up for the task. So hey, hopefully he's not hurt and he can come in and he can earn a chance to stay in the NFL, but I'm not buying in yet. You're not going to get me yet there, Ronbo.
But you know what, Mike? Alex, he's going to be. I was going to call Alex Mike Davis. I was like, you know what, Alex? Mike is going to come in fired up Sunday, though.
Yes.
Yeah. I always worry about guys that come in fired up.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing. There's still plenty of storylines on both sides. Guys that were on this side, now they're on that side, and for the Niners, so close. They were in that game up here in Seattle, and man, for a minute that it had me thinking that this was the one that we were going to take, but they just didn't quite get there. And that Russell Wilson, how he makes that pass. Again, got to give him some credit, because look, if you see it so many times, maybe this guy has insane vision that no other humans ever had, but it's still insane that pass had no business being caught
at the end. And was it about that far from the out of bounds lines? He just makes that catch.
Absolutely right, and he was getting tripped up. Russell was getting tripped up by I forget who was.
Eric said he had him by the shoelaces.
Just had him. You know what I mean. He's going down. If the ball leaves his hand a split second later, the knee's probably in the turf. So.
He almost made that tonight. That catch that he was going all the way, and he throws the ball over to his left as he was running away from pressure.
Right.
And he can blame, what's the tight end? Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham missed the ball. It was right in his hands. He missed it.
And I would have been especially pissed off on that, because I'm pretty sure I saw a push-off by Jimmy Graham on that play that didn't get called. But, look, he didn't catch it. No harm, no foul, I guess we'll say. But you're right. Once again, this guy has no business completing these passes, and somehow they heave it up, and it's like these defenses, maybe they're just so mesmerized by the myth that is Russell Wilson that they get what they're doing on the football field, man. Cover your guy.
He's going to be in folklore. 20 years from now, people are going to be singing tunes. Let me tell you about the story of one little 5'11" quarterback. Because when it was the announcers were teasing, they were saying the guys are now what they're going to do tonight is Russell Wilson's only 5'11". They're going to make sure that he can't see. And it worked at the beginning of the game for a little bit. So yeah,
unbelievable. This guy,
Alex. We have CJ Beathard coming up this weekend. Is my guess. I don't think they're going to put Jimmy G out there, but would you rather see Jimmy G or CJ? Does CJ earn that right, or should we get really serious and think Jimmy Garoppolo may be the more talented quarterback? What's your mindset on this?
Yeah, I think that he has, and look, I know that he's been here now for a few weeks. You had the benefit of the bye week. In fact, I think they had to chase him out of the building on Saturday or Thursday or something. They had to run him out because of the CBA rules. Yeah. So he's digesting as much as he can out of that playbook. I just don't know that he's had the practice reps there yet. And also, do you really want to feed him these particular wolves? I don't think that with our offensive line and that Seattle front seven that this is the time that we want to just throw him out there. Now, that said, if CJ has just a terrible first half or terrible first three quarters or something, maybe you want to see something from Jimmy. Maybe you can throw him in at that point. But I think that CJ has definitely earned another start, so to speak. And I that's kind of a tough thing to say because look, we know what's going on, right? We know who eventually will be the starting quarterback of this team. So, and I think CJ knows that too. So it's a little bit of a combination. CJ played well. He hasn't done anything since Jimmy has come to say, okay, we can't possibly throw you out there anymore. But at the same time, he hasn't shown anything to say, okay, he's our future franchise quarterback. He's going to be a serviceable backup, right? But I think I would wait one more week for sure on this one. Yeah.
And Alex makes a great point. I don't know that Garoppolo should go out there and deal with a pissed off front line of Hawks. You're not now.
No.
It's not a fear factor because they are football players, but why run the unnecessary risk? That's all. Okay, so we pretty much agree on that. Okay. Because I get a lot of blowback that people aren't happy about. I'm just saying, guys, I'd like to protect this guy. I mean, CJ apparently not only can he take pain, but I think CJ enjoys pain, and that's okay.
Oh, it's insane. What did he get hit last week? Or I guess
last week they didn't get him.
17 in the last game. 17 hits or something like that.
I mean,
or maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I can't even remember. I'm losing track. I know that when about 110 of our members went down for the game against the Cardinals a few weeks ago, and he was getting smashed around all that game, and in the Giants game, he had some better protection, I'm so used to him getting smashed and us losing that I totally forgot we won a football game a couple weekends ago. He definitely has some better protection there. Again, of course, that was against a terrible Giants team that sure as heck looked like they had quit a little bit. But this is the Seahawks front seven. This is not a group of people that's going to quit.
No.
And they still very much have their division or a wild card berth in play, and like you said, they're going to come in there pissed off, and I don't. Whoever our quarterback is probably going to get hit a few more times than what the Giants did.
With that being said, now it's time now. After looking at all things being equal, and they're not, but just win or lose, and is it going to be the shootout? Are we going to win this by a close score? What's going to happen in this game? What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Well, I definitely don't see a shootout. I don't know that we have a shootout in us, but who knows, right? They definitely have some things that we can exploit in their secondary. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to make a prediction right here for you. You ready? You got that camera tuned in right here?
Right there. Get it. Yeah. Okay.
Check this out. Okay. This is what's going to happen right here. In honor of Thanksgiving and playing the Seahawks, baby, we go in feast mode. We're going to take them knives and forks and stick them in that bird, and we're coming away with a hard-nosed fought win and finally celebrate carving up that bird. That's what's happening.
I know what you're thinking, right? Where can I get that shirt? Yeah, Alex, where can we get that shirt?
Well, I will say I've had the great fortune of being able to wear this shirt many a times. A guy, I follow him on Twitter. I'll have to find him. I don't know if he's still selling it. But I bought this shirt, I think, 3 or 4 years ago when we had the Thanksgiving game against the Seahawks there at home.
And they ate on our logo.
Right. And for whatever reason, we tend to keep playing them right around Thanksgiving.
True.
So it's had multiple chances to come out, and I haven't worn it since that that one on Thanksgiving that we don't want to think about. That was nasty.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling it. So I'm just gonna try to break a little curse here. I'm gonna wear this. I'm wearing it for your show. I'm gonna wear it into the office.
We appreciate
on Wednesday. Yeah. So I'm gonna have sea chickens looking all over the place at this, and I'm just gonna say, hey man, it's just my Thanksgiving shirt, man. What do you don't take it personal. I'm just ready to eat some turkey.
Well,
they'll get triggered.
We love it.
They'll get excited.
Man, and you got to bring the gravy too. Oh, Alex, this guy, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good one. So a little sourdough Sam digging into a bird there.
Hawks were coming to get you, man. All right, it's time. We're about to win this game, Alex. Give me the scream on 3, 2, 1.
Go Niners!
Niner fam, as you know, this is like, if you ever go to the TTC, you will see them saying things like hate week. Hate week means emphasis on the particular team that we're about to play. There's a lot of expletives I'd like to use right now, but I'm gonna try to keep this clean for family viewing. And Raymond is here, he's gonna try to keep it clean for family viewing. We're gonna talk about the Seattle Seahawks as best we can in a pleasant tone. You know how they go last. Raymond, what's up?
What's up? We talking about the poop emoji.
Raymond, please explain to me what a poop emoji is.
Well, the poop emoji is something that's in your iPhone that you say when you're talking about
a little pile up
the poop emoji
to a point.
The poop emoji. We gonna play the poop emoji.
That's a clean way to put it, because there's other ways you could talk about the certain team out in Seattle. Raymond, no, here's the thing, man. I'm like, and all of us 49er fans are falling into this. I'm reading like they got like all kind of people out. They got the threesome out. Legion of Boom is like the Legion of Tomb now. You know, you see Kam Chancellor. He's talking about my neck. I can't play my neck. Richard Sherman. Oh, my Achilles. And then you got, I
don't want to hear it, Ronbo.
Avril's over there crying. And wait, it gets even better. You got Jokel missing from the offensive line, that big fool Dwayne Brown. He ain't got no protection. He ain't got no defensive line. Is there any advantages we can take? Raymond, what do you think we're going to do, man?
We're going to stop them. We're going to win. We're going to win and keep the momentum going to next week. I was just looking at the schedule over here. And if it's up to them. If they want to tank like everybody talking about, I don't want to do that. I think we can win out. The only game that's tough on there, it look like the last two, depends if the Rams want to play for real. They might bench their players. And the Jaguars got a good defense.
I agree.
You know, so those the two games right there. Maybe Jimmy G need to come out for those two. To see the Jaguars, the best defense, what they try to say. The best defense. They don't understand we the Niners though. But they try to say the best defense is the Jaguars. You know, with their nice young and up and coming crew. Yeah. We should put Jimmy G out there and see what he can do against those guys, Jalen Ramsey and those guys. You know, that would be good.
Could be, because you know what? He could be smoking hot ready by that time. Raymond, the thing is though, you know,
I don't want to hear nothing about those guys' injuries.
No, I know. I know.
You know why? Because we went through it worse than anybody. So I don't want to hear nothing. We was Super Bowl 2-3 years in a row. Kyle Williams dropped the punt. All right, we've been there. We didn't get that ring, man. I feel so bad for Patrick Willis. He should have one. Good jersey. You know, we should have got Patrick his ring because we was there at the doorstep knocking. And nobody want to see the Niners. You know what happened in the Niners? One season we lost nine players on Pro Bowlers. Come on, man. Who survives that? So I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all losing 1 and 2 players. I don't want to hear nothing. We had to revamp our whole roster. So I don't want to hear nothing. No excuses. We bringing it right to these dudes, right down their throat. We about to beat the brakes off of them, whether they got Richard Sherman or not, whether they got who else hurt? Kam Chancellor, whether he out there or not, we gonna beat him. That's what we gonna do.
Tell you what,
I don't want to hear nothing about no injuries, no sickness, no nothing. My man just played. His son died. You know, I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. Excuses, ain't no excuses.
Tell you,
it's football.
You're right. And here's the thing: what they don't realize is Raymond, they're getting old. The Hawks are getting old. The window is closing. The injuries they're building up. They're taking longer to heal up. Somebody needs to tell them, game over, Hawks.
We about to tell him. We about to tell him with the rookie. CJ Beathard about to come out there. He gonna strike on him. That defense gonna be flying around. It don't matter who plays safety. We gonna play with pride. Cause we got this red and gold on. We like created players out there. They gonna let my boy Victor Bolden run some of them kicks back. That's what I'm waiting to see. I want to see it. They put him out there. He fumbled it. He be all right.
But
give him some more. Ted again fumbled it a bunch of times too.
Yeah, but you know that fumble it was not a fumble. The knee was down, so he got away with that. I seen him when he came back to the sideline, and the coach got in his face, and he said, "Don't worry about it." And I was thinking, hey, he looks calm. And they showed the replay. Called in. What's that dude? What's that dude out in New York? Dean Blandino. Yeah. Call Dean Blandino. Dean comes in. The
replay guy.
The knee looks like it's down to me. It's going to be a close call on the field because there's not enough to upturn it. Maybe there is. And a few minutes later, boom, get that ball back.
That's what he do. It's Quick Six. His name Quick Six. That's what he do. He know what he doing.
God, if he runs one back at Levi Stadium.
Ain't no if. Ain't no if. He's gonna run back if they put him back there. When he get a chance, he's gonna run back. That's why he fumbled it, because he's trying to make a play out there.
Yeah.
See, he's trying to make a play, so he's going for it. He's trying to make a play. He's trying to hear that horn. You want to hear that horn? Yeah. He's trying to hear that horn. Mm-hmm.
I noticed you picked CJ out for this game. You know that offensive line. Raymond, it kind of confused me. Why did the offensive line? The Giants' defensive line is not easy. I don't care what day it is or what the situation is. They did not let
$200 million.
They didn't touch our boy all day though. With $200 million worth of fiends, they didn't touch CJ. Is the offensive line improving? Did the Giants say, man, we don't feel like playing, okay? So just let them have this. We're trying to get rid of our coach. What was going on out there last week against the Giants?
I don't know, man. You got to ask Kyle Shanahan. Maybe he's coaching them boys up.
Yeah,
maybe he's telling them something in the locker room we not hearing. Maybe they want to play for him. You know, they say coaches is about chemistry.
True.
Maybe he got them where they want to play. Maybe he got them believing in themselves. And then you got to see, too, a lot of our guys getting hurt, and it's the next man up, you know, and they trying to play for something. You know, a lot of people trying to play for something.
Yeah.
So we playing with spirit and pride. Carlos Hyde, everybody talking bad about him, so he's going out there trying to prove you wrong every week. He's not worrying about the standing. He trying to have a good game. You know, I don't want to worry about the standings. Wherever we finish. We got our quarterback. Wherever we finish. I want to play with pride. I think we could run the table. What if we run the table? I bet you the sportscasters won't talk no stuff then.
Oh, man, that would be so awesome. Dang,
right after the bye week, we run the table.
Yes. Build momentum going into next season now, as you say. NFL networks, all of now. 49ers, a big surprise. They said that about the Jets. They were saying that about Buffalo. Both teams have fizzled since then. And now it'll be all about us to finish the year. Yeah, Buffalo came out there, finished now too. Russell Wilson goes. I know, Buffalo, man, that's the biggest joke. We got this week, you figure like this. Rusty's going to be out there trying to run broke jaw and all. He's not going to stop playing his game because that's the only game he knows. I've seen some creative defenses put on Russell Wilson. My favorite was last year when Minnesota circled him and came in behind him. Now you watch the Redskins and they on passing as they come in and box him up. They got somebody to his left and somebody to his right. Or they put the watchdog out there, which is why I wish I could play just so I could have that role. Is it, Ronbo, you the watchdog. If Russell Wilson escapes that pocket, it's your assignment. Oh.
You know who that is,
Who's that going to be, Raven?
That's the guy, Eric Reed.
Ooh,
that they keep moving down to that linebacker spot.
He got the right speed.
Mm-hmm. Either him or Ruben, because one got the running back and one got him.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And they both got speed. They both keep up. He can mix and match how they want to do it. Yeah, watch this. When he run out the pocket, Eric Reed gonna give him something. Eric Reed gonna give him something to feel. He gonna get something to feel.
That makes sense. I'm trying to think of a scheme where Reed could abandon his position and stay home.
You don't have to. We got all these safeties.
True.
The next man up.
Oh, Because I'm trying to think, because after the snap, there's going to be a shift, right? The offensive personnel is going to take off. It has to be an obvious passing down, I guess, because Eric needs to be ready for that tight end. But, damn, I know there's a scheme you could actually get Eric in there because that's the right speed and that's the right pressure. Yeah, and Ruben's
eat him up.
Hey, one of the others going to be available. Raymond, you're right. It's going to be either Ruben's going to be available to play that part, or Eric Reed. Damn. Yeah.
They kill him.
Yeah. All right. Because I don't want him getting away, man.
And let whoever plays safety. If Cobra can't go, if he can't go, let whoever play safety because he got to get the ball off.
Yeah.
And they have a weak offensive line. If we put a little pressure on them, pressure bust pipes. We put a little pressure on them. Keep putting that pressure on them. Then drop back. Don't drop back in that prevent defense. I don't like that.
It never works.
It never works. I don't like that. Keep it tough.
Yeah.
Make Russell Wilson run to Eric Reed.
You flush him.
Make him run to Ruben. Flush him out to that side. You ain't never seen nothing like it. You're going to see them boys jumping around because they're going to be beating the Seahawks. Then they're going to say, wait a second. We just won 2 in a row. And then it's going to be 3. Then it's going to be 4. And then here come Garoppolo to see if we going to give him that money.
And I agree with you.
And if he don't earn that money, we gonna roll with CJ.
And draft another. Yeah, there you go. And draft another quarterback. You know what though? I like your idea about bringing about those last 2 games. You see, the Jaguars barely escaped Cleveland. Now see, that to me says that they may be a little overrated because I didn't know that the Redskins won a game yesterday. They weren't. Wait a minute. Redskins won a game yesterday. The other day they weren't supposed to win.
They won nothing.
Wait a minute.
The Saints came back and whooped
them. Whoa. I didn't finish watching that game. I saw the highlights and I was doing something else. The Saints did pull it out.
The Saints came back and whooped them. Drew Brees lit him up. But he can't do that to us. Damn. We beat Drew Brees' ass.
They had that game under control. I thought that was over. All right. So therefore, I was going to say the Redskins did a number on somebody, and we were. But it was. I was thinking the wrong game. It wasn't the Jaguars. The Jaguars barely got away from Cleveland, so that means that if you can barely get away from Cleveland, you can't get away from 49ers. Because see, the scheme will be right, Raymond. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it, man. We can actually do it.
I am too. And they say Carradine might be coming back.
He's coming back this week.
Carradine.
He's coming back Sunday.
See?
Yeah.
He might be back. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So
Solomon.
That helps out. And we just signed a new guy, Day.
Oh yeah.
I think his name's Day.
Yeah. Sheldon.
We just signed. Yeah, we just signed a new guy. Yeah. So he I don't know. Shoot, he been playing. You can get your butt out there and play.
He comes from Jaguars. Sheldon's got a sack this season. So it's like he's fresh, and they just signed some new All-Pro. So the Jags say, we got so much talent, we can get rid of people like Sheldon Day. Now, normally, Sheldon Day is not a low-caliber player. So him adding to and he's got some, you know what we lack on that defensive line? Raymond, we don't like, Sheldon is a mean man. I was watching highlights of him. As soon as I saw it, I watched highlights. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. I want to see aggression. I want to see people play angry.
He's going to come in for, what's his name? Doozable? Doozable, because he's getting a little older. Maybe it might be help for him. And then they said somebody got hurt, so they signed him. But that only reason that guy couldn't play was because the guys in front of him was beasts.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I like it. Well, see, that's what worries me about the Jags. They got that kind of defense. They can get rid of people like Sheldon Day. That's
okay. That's why Garoppolo need to see if he's going to make that $20 million. We got to make the man earn his money.
It don't matter. Our offensive line is playing too well. See, they can bring anybody else they want to. I'm worried about Calais. I just wish that it was some way we could get Big Trent on his butt. But you know how you can't get matchups on the offensive line. We need to work on that. The team needs to work on that. When you got serious matchup issues, be able to switch your offensive lineman around. But I know that's too much to ask them to learn footwork to the left, footwork to the right. So, do
they bring tight ends? Do they bring tight ends in to help block sometimes?
They bring them in all the time. We don't have a tight end that could deal with Calais. So they'll work it out. Because when I saw them against the Giants, people don't understand. They keep saying, Giants laid down. They didn't even take y'all serious. I said, y'all don't understand, man. The defensive lineman can't fake it. He's got to come in for real. When you see the footage of Big Trent laying JPP, hit him in his chest, backed him up. He couldn't get around.
200 million.
Yes.
When they say, "Oh, y'all just beat the Giants," let's say 200 million. I'm so glad they beat the Chiefs. So what you saying? I thought the Chiefs was good. So what that mean about the Niners? All we got to do is make sure we stop Russell Wilson. Because look, man, their offensive line is 1 week at a time. Their offensive line is trash. We could put some pressure on them, send pressure on them. They don't got no cornerbacks. This is time for CJ Beathard to either keep his job, man. He got a big game coming up. Because if he beat these Seahawks, now what you gonna say? How you gonna disrespect him now? You know,
Can I?
I like Garoppolo, but I ain't never seen Garoppolo play. You know, he got to earn that. I feel like you giving these people too much. You know, they need to earn some of this stuff. You know, they already got nice house and nice cars, man. Kids eat nice food. You know, they don't need. They just giving them. We got a lot of money. We could do what we want. You know, we could keep our doors open, but Garoppolo probably is the guy, but you can't disrespect this guy, CJ, because he's still playing quarterback for you. You know, he didn't throw 5 interceptions like Buffalo. Kaepernick, I'm sorry. Shout out Colin, man. Kaepernick only threw 4 all the last season. Shout out Kaepernick, man. He only threw 4 all the last season. This guy threw 5. Come on.
Yeah, boy, I tell you.
Shout out Colin.
You'll get it. You know what, though? This game now, since we said all this, I need a score because I already know we're gonna win it. What's gonna be? Is this gonna be a shootout? Is this gonna bring us limited into? I think
you should bet on this game. I think the 49ers gonna beat them, and I think it's gonna be easy. We put up, just to hear me out, Ronbo. We put up 40 or 30, a lot of points on the Rams. Right? We just put up a lot of points on $200 million defense.
Yes.
We just put up a lot of points on them. Right? We just put up 30 points. If they keep putting up 30 points, what the Falcons did all year last year, the same guy calling the plays, let Kyle Shanahan work, man. That's why I believe Jay York is not involved in this anymore. You know, I think he's just doing his thing, and he's doing a great job of that. If he want to earn the fans' respect, he need to let these boys keep doing what they're doing because they are doing it. Maybe you know what messes up Kyle? I see him over there frustrated. When we get a stupid penalty, the play he just called worked. But we get a bad penalty to mess the whole play up. He like, man, come on. He's ready to throw his clipboard. Hold on. Let him clean that stuff up. We're going to be dominant, man. Watch this. They're going to get back to the 30-point games. Bro, if we put some pressure on these boys and let Kyle call these plays, we might get 30 points again, and they might have 6. This might be a game you want to bet on. If we put some pressure on them. Serious. Our defense been holding these teams to these look. Just look at it. Go look at our schedule, the games that we just played. I know it's history, and just look at the scores and the teams we played. We played the Rams. They put up points. We put up points. We kept right in there with everybody. Yeah. If we put the pressure on this boy Russell, make him run into Ruben or Eric Reed, what he gonna do? What he gonna do?
Boom. And
where's wide receivers at?
Ooh, I'm loving this picture you painted, Raymond. Tell you what, man.
Where's wide receivers at?
They're covered, man.
Wide receivers lost.
Covered. You got.
I don't even know it. I can't name they wide receivers.
Oh, you mean
the wide receiver core?
They got Dougie Baldwin. That's it. And they got Dougie Baldwin. That's what I'm saying. And they got Jimmy Graham. Those other dudes, nobody knows anything about them. They're not a factor.
Who's the running back?
Yes.
Who's the running back?
Good question. Understand what used to be a fat boy is coming back. So, they got no names out there. The worst running back they got isn't going to play, man. That Chris, whatever his name is, that killed us that first game, that's a bad dude. But he's hurt again. So, Raymond?
I hope Kyle go out there and put up 42 on him.
Raymond, we got to go. But listen, man, we're watching Raymond. Raymond's sitting at the 50-yard line, and people behind him are Hawks fans. And they've been talking. Raymond already told him a score. And sure enough, as the man walks into the end zone, who could that be? Kyle, it's going to be Carlos Hyde. El Guapo goes in the end zone, throws that ball in the stands. It looks like
we're going to flex on
Raymond called the right score. Raymond, what's going to be your reaction when you do see that score that you predicted against the Hawks? 3, 2, 1.
We're going to flex on them. 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 Straight up. Go Niners, man. Love you, Ronbo. Love Niner Nation, man. Keep your head up. Watch this game. We're going to get after these boys.
Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, I'm going to give you a score. You know I'm going to give you a score. And each and every week, I go down through the comments and I notice people saying things like, Ronbo is delusional. Ronbo gotta be kidding. Is he out of his mind? Okay. Now that we broke the ice last week and we are no longer over, I guess my prediction wouldn't sound so ridiculous this week now, would it? And listen, just like I mentioned earlier, the Hawks would do well to excuse themselves from even entering the playoffs this year. No Cliff Avril, no Kam Chancellor, no Richard Sherman. Let's not. They know they're not going anywhere without those key pieces. That's the backbone of what they do every year. And they ain't got him this year? Yeah, they got Russell Wilson. He can't beat a team by himself. And besides that, Reuben Foster's waiting for him. See, last time we played the Hawks, there was no Reuben Foster. This is what I'm looking forward to this time. The offense was a little strange last time. That will not be the case this time. So I'm going to tell you right now, the 49ers win this game 24-14. I don't believe they can stop the 49ers. Not with the defense they got. Who's in their secondary? They got Earl Thomas back there. He can't do it by himself. And those other guys, I ain't even afraid of them. Where's their running game? I don't want to see that. If I see that in the comments, I'm going to come after you, calling me delusional about the Hawks. Because I told you at the beginning of the year they weren't going to sweep us. I'm sticking to my guns. 24-14. I'll be in your face, at your place, watching that game. I'm champagne sitting right there on the table. I'm going to celebrate this game. Just like we celebrated the last game, beating the Giants. Celebration, baby. We're rolling. And set up shop right afterward. Of course, we'll talk about what took place during the course of this game. You need the Ronbo Sports app if you want to participate in the conversations after the game. Go ahead and get that. You'll need the PIN number, phone number. You'll see all the instructions right there in the Ronbo Sports app. Yes, I'm already pumped up. I'm ready to roll. We're ready to go radio Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. Yeah, we party hard. Simulcast on Monday night for Monday Night Raw. And if you've been scared, don't be scared. I've actually asked the guys to tone it down a little bit. We will talk more football than we have been recently, okay? Hey, fam! Can't wait for this Sunday. Hit like. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Let me tell you right now, happy Thanksgiving. And maybe, I wish they did. I don't even know how Seahawk meat. You know what? Never mind. Can you imagine how bad Seahawk meat tastes? Nobody else has been eating Seahawk meat. I'll look forward to seeing you this weekend. Please, La Maestro, let me on out of here. Count me down.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred.
Oh, this is crazy mother.